Over 400 gadgets and star powers were released in Brawl Stars. Some of them got buffed, nerfed, and sometimes completely removed from the game. So this is every Brawl Stars deleted ability. Let's begin. Probably the most hated star power in Brawl Stars' history, which, of course, I'm talking about 8-Bit's Extra Life. If you have played Brawl Stars in the year 2019 to 2020, you probably have seen this disaster of a star power, or maybe used it. This star power, just as the name says, gives 8-Bit an extra life after he dies. And while it did not do much in 3v3 game modes, since you can just respawn, in Showdown, it was something else. Every time you think of playing solo Showdown, there was a 100% chance of encountering an 8-Bit. Wait, did I just say one 8-Bit? I meant the whole game was 8-bits. The star power was just way too overpowered. It got 4 nerfs and people were still using it. So Brawl Stars, after 1 year, finally decided to delete it from the game and replaced it with Plugged In, which is a much more balanced star power. And yes, you heard me right. It took them a full year to fix a problem that completely broke solo Showdown. Yes, 8-Bit star power is removed, and Brawl Stars learned their lesson, so they cannot possibly release another extra life, but on a different brawler. Oh my... Bee's Honeycoat makes Bee survive with 1 HP and an invincibility shield when she is about to die, which basically gives her an extra life, but it's not as broken, and they tried their best to make it good in 3v3 by making it usable once per spawn, but it got nerfed anyway to once per match, so there was no point. This star power wasn't as overpowered as 8-Bit's, but it was still broken and everyone was using it in solo Showdown. But finally, after 1 year, Brawl Stars decided to delete this gadget and replace it with Honeycomb. But personally, I don't use Honeycomb. Because first of all, it's kind of terrible, and the other star power is way better. Maybe that's a skill issue, I don't know. Enough talking about OP star powers. This star power was so bad, it got deleted just 1 month after its release. And I'm talking about Jean's pat on the back. This star power allowed Jean to heal 2000 HP to his allies when using his super on them. Yes, you have to waste your super, that is literally the only good thing about Jean, and instead of pulling an enemy and killing them, you instead have to aim it on one of your teammates so you can heal them. First of all, the healing amount is so low. And also, Jean's super is not like Poco's super. Most of the time it's just gonna miss. I don't know why would they design such a bad star power and give it to Jean, but after some research, I think I know the reason why the star power existed in the first place. You guys all know that Jean is actually a controller, right? Well, apparently, he was a support before, which explains the existence of this star power, I guess. This star power got removed and changed to a much better star power that's at least usable. Okay, this star power is very old that even I did not get to experience it. And I think that's for the best, because oh my god, this star power might be the worst star power in all of Brawl Stars' history. Poco's Swan Song star power heals all allies for 1000 HP when Poco dies. Yes, this is the only star power in Brawl Stars that encourages you to die. Hey, wanna heal your teammates? Well, pretty easy, just die. Honestly, this might be the best star power for my ranked teammates, from how many times they die. This star power was so bad, it got removed after 10 days of its release. I'm not joking. And it got replaced with the better star power, the Capo. The first gadget in today's video, RT's Inline. You probably have heard about this gadget before and how terrible it is, but let me take you through a guide on how to use RT's gadget inline. So first of all, this gadget requires you to use your super with RT. So after charging it, just put your super anywhere in the map. Then you have to move away from your super and wait for the enemy to enter this exact trajectory. After waiting for the enemy to go there, and yes, they have to be standing right there, you can finally press the gadget button and then you shoot a projectile that slows down enemies and deals 500 damage. Yes, you do all this garbage to deal 500. Well, that's not even the problem. Even if the gadget has 10 billion damage, it really doesn't matter. Because how are you supposed to hit this gadget in the first place? You think Brawl Stars would do something like delete this gadget or rework it or make the projectile bigger or just anything. Well, guess what they did? They buffed the damage from 500 to 560. This gadget was changed to out of line, which is a much better gadget than in line. probably one of the most broken gadgets in the game, Surge's Power Surge. No, not the new Power Surge, the old one. And yeah, technically this is not a removed gadget, but I had to include it. Anyway, this gadget allows Surge to instantly teleport to the enemy with a press of a button. And oh my god, this gadget was way too overpowered. Every time you saw Surge, you had to be mentally prepared for the unexpected jump scare of him teleporting and destroying you. It's the same jump scare as Gray's teleport, except it's even worse because it's Surge we're talking about here, which deals way more damage. Eventually this gadget was reworked and Surge's super is now aimable, which I guess his super jump is now more manageable than his gadget. And his newest gadget, Power Surge, even though it has the exact same name, it's totally different and much more balanced. Remember when gadgets were first released? Brawl Stars decided to give every single brawler a gadget at the same time, unlike when hypercharges were released. They took their time designing a hypercharge for every brawler, but when gadgets were released, they just shoved a gadget for every brawler. And this rush led to some questionable gadgets, let's say. And one of them was Tick's backup mine. I don't know what's Brawl Stars' obsession with dashing gadgets. They gave it to Shelly, Max, and Tick. Or Shelly, even though it was just a dash with no extras, it fit her really well and allowed her to catch on to enemy brawlers. For Max, it was good because of the invincibility. But Tick? Just why did this even exist in the first place? So yeah, this gadget makes Tick dash and leaves one mine on the ground. One single mine that deals less damage than Tick's normal mine. This gadget was deleted and replaced with Last Hurrah, which was actually pretty good for Tick, and it made him counter most assassins. But I don't care. Personally, I still hate Tick. I hate going against him, and he's way too annoying. Another rushed gadget from Brawl Stars, which is Penny's Pocket Detonator. This gadget, when pressed, detonates Penny's mortar and deals 1500 damage and destroys walls on impact. And let's just say, this gadget was poorly designed. I mean, why would you waste your super on an enemy just to deal 1500 damage? Yeah, this gadget is just another poorly designed gadget that encourages players to waste their super. And 1 year later, this gadget got replaced with Salty Barrel, which is much better for Penny. I almost forgot that this star power existed, honestly. Gale, at release, got 2 star powers. Blustery Blow, which is a very good star power that can stun enemies, and Second Wind, which is worse in every way, in my opinion. It makes his super boost allies' movement speed by 15%, which might sound good on paper, but it only lasts for 1 second. And why would I pick this over the other star power again? This is another support star power just like Jean's, but in my opinion, it's actually way better, because it's easier to hit. This was later replaced by Freezing Snow, which is probably the most annoying star power in the game. There is also Mr. P's star power called Tin Can, which just increases his super health by 3000. Pretty boring, so I'm not gonna waste a lot of time talking about it. Before I end this video, I have one note for Supercell. Can you please remove Starnova's first gadget? It's literally just for trolling. And while you're at it, just completely remove Starnova from the game.